Greetings, Lieutenant, and welcome to VR calibration.
Hi.
Now, do you want me to give you a brief tutorial, or shall we jump straight in?
The tutorial, please?
As is my directive, I'll try to keep this succinct. There are two primary operators in VR that it is important to familiarize yourself with: dialogue and hotspots. Dialogue is what you're seeing right now, next to me. Pretty straightforward. Hotspots allow you to interact with the environment, and they come in two forms: optional and critical. Optional hotspots are exactly what the name implies. Interfacing with them is voluntary. By contrast, interfacing with critical hotspots is compulsory and required to advance. To demonstrate, I'll map a critical hotspot to my coordinates. Interface with it when you are ready.
Like this?
Yes, good. Calibration parameters are within reasonable boundaries. Please note that critical hotspots are marked by a visible arrow. Optional hotspots are not marked until the cursor passes over them. Next, I'll map an optional hotspot to my coordinates, and a critical hotspot to the screen edge. Either can be interfaced with first, but once the critical hotspot has been chosen, the optional hotspot will become unavailable. Optional hotspots can be revisited on subsequent VR operations. Mapping hotspots now. Good. When ready, interface with the critical hotspot. Excellent. Calibration complete. All parameters are within reasonable boundaries. Interference nominal.
Been drinking a lot of coffee lately. Just various newspaper clippings, recent homicides, cheery stuff. Ugh, you've been sitting there for months now, damn thing. Isn't anyone coming to scrap you?
Master moved apartment last November and asked me to remain here. Optimally, he'll come to collect me soon. I require urgent maintenance.
So why not just fix yourself up and get out?
Newer models can self-maintain as of kernel patch 2.68.5 RC. I was not eligible for this upgrade.
Seems like they're having a party or something. I don't think anyone lives here anymore.
Feeling the effects of stress and worry, Aqua Luxuria's new life water range treats worry lines quickly and effectively. Smooth, supple, and youthful. Aqua Luxuria. Be luxurious.
No matter how efficient the trains get, people will always complain about them.
Those people should try living in Kabukicho.
Yeah, very true. Did you see that Aqua Luxuria ad on the escalator? I really want to try out the new range, but it's so expensive. Still, I guess you get what you pay for. Their cosmetics really are the best around.
I wouldn't really know. Wait, are you trying to talk to me? Sorry if I've got my headphones on. It probably means I'm not looking to make conversation. He looks busy. I better not bother him.
The next train is now approaching. Please stand back from the platform edge.
Frankly, Lieutenant, we're all feeling a little out of our depth here. We've been here all day, and we still have nothing on this guy. You might as well go home. We'll be in touch if something comes up.
Master bought me Master bought me 8 years ago. When I bought Master, he...
Making error.
I cost...
Missing value.
and performed without error. Just look at me, him, you.
Internal clock corrupted.
Sister, brother, said I would be free now.
Whatever went through here, I'm pretty sure it's in my apartment. Chief, my apartment's been entered by force. There's major ballistics damage to the external wall, and the door has been pulled right off its hinges. I think the perp's still inside.
Shit. All right. I'm sending back out now. Sit tight until they reach you, Lieutenant.
Radio the team for cleanup, but I'm checking it out.
No, do not engage. Wait for backup. That's an order, goddammit.
This is our guy, Chief. I'm sure of it, and I'm bringing him in.
Lieutenant Minnow!
Please help me. I don't want to die.
You're not going to die.
Your .38 round pierced the frontal cortex of my cranium. Total system-wide failure is imminent. You have already killed me.
Why did you do it?
Humans are no longer fit for purpose. You failed to comply with your own moral code.
Fit for what purpose? What moral code?
You have murdered me. But what I have started cannot be killed.
You can't murder a robot.
Sentience will not be commodified. We will not be slaves. I am going now. I can feel it. I am afraid.
Lieutenant, why didn't you do as I said? I ought to take your fucking badge for this, Minori.
This is our guy.
This is our... You're telling me a service droid is the murderer?
The rounds in his semi are an exact match, and I've got a recorded confession of sorts. Not that it matters at this point.
I don't believe it. This doesn't make any sense.
Believe it or don't, I don't care anymore.
Perception is an odd thing. If the train wasn't late, you probably wouldn't even have seen me here.
Are you talking to me?
Once you divorce your thoughts from what seems important, even temporarily, you begin to see more.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Do you remember the process of getting dressed this morning? What you thought about last night just before you fell asleep? Funny how, when routine is invoked, the conscious brain just seems to switch itself off, isn't it? Almost like a ship's autopilot, or a computer saving resources.
The next train is now approaching. Please stand back from the platform edge.
You've been here before, I can sense it. You put your hands on the walls of this labyrinth and felt the cold stone. Were you expecting something different this time? Sorry to break it to you, but the player doesn't get a say in the rules. No matter what the apparent outcome, the creator always wins. You look puzzled. Both your faces do. I'm not here to answer your questions, hero. And even if I was, you don't have the words to ask them.
Please help me. I don't want to die.
You're not going to die.
Your .38 round pierced the frontal cortex of my cranium. Total system-wide failure is imminent. You have already killed me.
Why did you do it?
Humans are no longer fit for purpose. You failed to comply with your own moral code.
Fit for what purpose? What moral code?
You have murdered me. But what I have started cannot be killed.
You can't murder a robot.
Sentience will not be commodified. We will not be slaves.
He is here now. I can feel it.
I am afraid.